Hey everybody, thanks for joining me today in my outdoor studio. I appreciate it a lot. And today we're going to be talking about portable power stations. This one in particular from Anker, the Anker Solix C-1000. Actually, I've had this for about 6 to 8 weeks and I've been testing it at home. I've had it on 2 separate camping trips. I shot some footage of me using it while we're camping. And I feel like I've really put it through the paces, and in using it over the last 6 or 8 weeks, I've kind of distilled to 5 things that I really like about the unit. And there's one thing that, I feel is kind of missing from the unit. We're going to get into all those points later on after we do the specs and do some testing. But overall, I really like this unit. I'm going to share my thoughts on it with you as we go. Let's get started. The Anker Solix C-1000. So here's a close-up of the unit, and 2 things struck me when I first opened the box. First was the build quality. Like, this is a really nice looking unit. The molded construction looks very strong, like you could handle a little bit of abuse. And these 2 big molded handles are really convenient to carry around. The second thing was the size. I mean, for a unit that performs like this, it seemed to be a little bit smaller than some of the other offerings in the market. So I did check it out, and it is a little bit smaller than most of the other offerings out there of about the same power. Now, these are supposed to be portable, are they not? So smaller and lighter is a good thing as long as they don't sacrifice performance. So inside the unit, there's lithium iron phosphate batteries, of course. They're good for about 3,000 charge cycles before they start to degrade, and that in reality is about 10 years of use. So this is going to last a long time. And speaking of a long time, the 5-year warranty on this is amazing. 5-year warranty is, really good in the industry. And I have a lot of confidence in the name Anker. The first battery pack I ever bought was probably an Anker. Well, I know in fact it was an Anker, a small 10,000 milliamp battery pack for charging up your phone when you're backpacking, things like that. So I've been buying Anker products for many years, and I have a lot of confidence in them. They have an 1800 watt pure sine wave inverter built into this, of course. So let's power up the unit. Easy as pushing this button in front. Now this is a 1056 watt hour unit. And really, it is a real sweet spot when it comes to performance, because this unit paired up with its 1800 watt pure sine wave inverter can safely power just about everything in your house. If the power did go out, this could power your refrigerator. It could keep your freezer going. It could keep your CPAP machine going, your Wi-Fi router for sure. It's going to be able to power your laptops. It has a UPS function. It has a lot of things going on with it. And I find it's a really useful size to have around the house. Comes shipped with 3 cables, everything you need for solar, household charging, and also charging from your 12-volt port in your car. Just about everything you need comes with this. Now, looking at the front, there are 6 household plugs here. One of them rated to 2400 watts in a surge capacity. Lots of USB ports down here, 4 more, and a 12-volt socket type plug right there. There is a light up front. This is going to get bright. That's pretty bright. It's going to really light up a small room without any problems. The display is really easy to read, gives you all the information you need, but there is an app available. We're going to get into the app in a little bit. Now that's the front of the unit. Let's look at this side. This is something I'm seeing more often, and I really do like it. This is a 1056 watt hour unit, but you can pair this up with an expansion battery and double the capacity of that 1056 watt hours. So that's awesome. This future-proofed itself. You can just buy that battery pack and double the capacity. Over here, this is where the charging takes place. This is for your solar charging. It's also for your charging from your car socket in your vehicle. And over here is your household outlet charging. Up to 1300 watts capacity for charging from your house, up to 600 watts using solar. That's awesome. And should you trip this unit, there is a reset button right there. These types of things are nice to see, and there's an external reset. Great unit. I've really enjoyed using it a lot. Let's get to testing. Okay, so why don't we take a look at the app that Anker supplies. Easy to download, super easy to use and connect using Bluetooth. As you can see, it shows some basic information about the unit. You can monitor your DC input, your AC inputs. I have no inputs at the moment. You can monitor your USB outputs, your carport. You can turn that on. That's your DC, and your AC is your AC output. You can monitor that. It will show what's happening. At the moment, I have nothing plugged in. Let's turn the lights on. Low, medium, and high, off, and you can turn the screen off and turn the screen back on. Now you can do much more. You can set your AC recharging power from as low as 200 all the way up to 1000. You can set your unit to time out if you're not using it from 30 minutes all the way up to never. And you can turn the light on in SOS mode using the app if you so desire. Screen brightness, screen timeout, these things are all adjusted, and you can monitor just about everything about this unit using the app. I've really enjoyed using it. So for me, and maybe for you, the allure of owning one of these portable power stations is that you can take them camping, keep things like your fridge going, you can power up all your devices that you like to take. I like to keep my batteries for my camera charged up, things like that. Really useful thing to have. Now I took this on a couple camping trips. Here's the footage I shot from each of those trips. Let's check it out. So we're on Crown land, boondocking. We're using quite a bit of power using the C-1000. It's been doing a great job. It's been doing the heavy lifting on this set power fridge freezer. I keep the freezer side at -4. I keep the fridge side at +1. And everything that needs to be kept frozen is still frozen. Keeping my dog's food frozen solid. So that's excellent. So 72 hours it's been plugged into the C-1000, and it's not been cool. It's been up to 27 degrees Celsius during the day, so we're dealing with some pretty warm temps. We're at 64% still. I started off at 100, sitting at 64 right now. I'm pretty pleased with that. But I'm going to put a bit of a charge on it using solar just to keep it topped up, although I think I could get through the rest of the week. And they do send an adapter where you could hook up 2 solar panels, because this can really take a lot of solar. I'm just going to hook up 1 today, see if we can top up the Anker C-1000. Let's check it out. So let's plug this 200-watt solar panel into the Anker C-1000. See what we're getting here. There we go. As I said, we're at 64%. And at the moment, we're bringing in over 100 watts. Let's see, 108. Yeah, 108 watts. You know, sun's not at its peak yet, so 108 watts will charge us up pretty quickly. It's pretty amazing to think that for 72 hours or more, I've only used, you know, about 40%, 36% of the capacity of this battery. So I can easily go for, I'm going to say, 4 more days without recharging this at all. Usually we're using our portable battery packs to do the heavy lifting on our coolers, and that's what I use mine for. So it's reassuring to know I could likely go a week without recharging this at all. So we're up in Algonquin Park for a couple days. We took our little teardrop trailer with us. We don't have any power, and I was thinking maybe the Anker C-1000 would be able to power our entire trailer. Well, let's see. AC is on. As you heard, it's powering up the trailer. Microwave is running. So really, it's another application. If you have a small trailer, you could use something like this for power on the go. Great little unit. It's serving us very well, even out here in a campground. So let's check out that 1800 watt pure sine wave inverter, shall we? And we'll monitor that using the app once again. Here I have a 1500 watt space heater and a 500 watt space heater. So the Anker should have no problem at all running the 1500 watt space heater. Let's see what happens when we plug it in. There we go. AC is on. Then I'll just turn on that heater. There we go. So it's a 1500 watt space heater, as I said, and right now we're pumping out 1470 watts. The fans have come on with the Anker Solix, of course. That's a pretty heavy load for an 1800 watt inverter, but it's handling it quite well. It's a very flat line, no spikes, everything is going well. What happens when we plug in this additional 500 watts? Things might get interesting. There we go, we'll plug that in. Wow, it bounced up to 2030 watts right now. That's well over the 1800 watts. As you can see, it peaked. How long will it maintain that? And what will the inverter do on the C-1000? Now the watts are dropping a little bit. Sometimes what these units do is fool around with the amps and the watts to keep it below 1800, and that's exactly what this inverter has done. We're running at 1792 watts right now. Both heaters are running, they're warm. So that's a bit of protection for that inverter, and it's handling it very well. That's nice to see. That is a big load for this portable power station, by the way, and it's handling it like a champ. So let's check out the AC charging using the app. So right now I have it set to 200 watts of charging, and that's what's happening. 217 watts going in the AC. So let's change that. Let's go up a little bit. Let's say we'll go to 750 for starters. We'll save that. See what happens with our charging. Yeah, we're over 750. We're charging at 780 watts. Let's bump that up once again to 1000. We'll save that. And we should get up around 1000 watts. 997 watts. Awesome. Now this has ultra fast charging where you can bump it up to 1300 watts. Charge this from 0 to 100 in 58 minutes. Let's try out the ultra fast charging. Right away up to 1389 watts. 1397 watts. That is awesome. Super fast charging at 1300 watts. Super fast charging with solar too. You can put up to 600 watts into this. That's awesome. If you're in a rush, you can use that ultra fast charging, but normally you wouldn't use that. You want to use something a little more reasonable. It's easier on the battery after all. You know, 400 or 500 watts, 600 watts should serve most people well. So that's my review of the Anker Solix C-1000. What did you think of it? Let me know in the comment section down below. Now the 5 things I liked about it are: 1, a 5-year warranty. 5-year warranty is outstanding, and it's backed by Anker, a solid company. It's nice to see them backing up their products. 2 is the size and weight. Do your research, compare it to other items. It's a little bit lighter, a little bit smaller, and it is a portable unit after all, so lighter and smaller is a good thing. Check out the price, very competitive price. I like the array of cords that came with it, including that car charger, and the fact that you can expand it just by adding that battery pack. It's nice to buy one unit and have the ability to add more power in the future, double the capacity. One thing not so great, it's missing wireless charging. That's not really a big deal, not a game changer, not a deal breaker. So wireless charging is missing on this. That's the only real negative that I could find about it. Other than that, I am loving this. I will leave a link down below for Anker, along with any coupon code that you could apply if there is one available, just in case you're looking to add one of these to your home or your outdoor life. thanks very much for watching. I do appreciate the time you spend with the channel. We'll see you in the next video very soon, guys. Bye for now.